So for this activity, you'll need a tote bag included in your kit, a paintbrush, a pen, marker, pencil, something to write with, as well as a knife. There should be a plastic knife included in your kit. A simple paring knife also works as well. Fabric paint included in your kit. And then, of course, a potato. And if you have a scrap piece of paper on hand, that will come in handy as well. So block printing is a very commonly and widely used method to create prints. And basically it's just carving a shape or design into a block and then pressing it onto paper or wood or fabric to create a design. In this case, our block is a potato. So starting with your potato, you're going to cut it in half. And we're only going to be using half of the potato, but if you're following along with a friend or a family member, you can give the other half to them to use to make their own stamp. So you're going to start with your writing utensil and you're going to draw the design or shape that you want onto the potato. Since the potato is kind of wet, the ink probably won't show up, but you can kind of carve away the shape that you want. So I'm going to draw a circle with a couple of lines through it here. So what you want to do first is you want to cut downwards about 1/4 inch into the potato, and then you're going to cut it from the side. And you're just going to cut that extra piece of potato away. You can slowly do this all the way around your shape. If you need help cutting your potato, you can ask an adult, a family member, someone you trust to just help you out. Alright, you can remove any extra little bits of potato. Now for these lines that I have in the middle here, I'm just going to cut a tiny little wedge down into the potato and remove that extra piece. Alright, there's my stamp. Pour some of the paint out onto your paint palette, and if you have your scrap piece of paper, now is the time you can test out your stamp. So I'm just going to apply a bit of the fabric paint to my potato and then press it onto the piece of paper and see how it looks. And before you start printing on it, you can grab a couple scrap papers and just slide them aside. We're going to lay out our tote bag with fresh paint on our palette, and we got our paintbrush ready. It's time to start block printing on our tote bag. So you can grab the stamp that you created, and again, the same as what you did with the piece of paper, you're just going to apply some paint and then press it onto your tote bag however you like. You can mix and match different stamps if the whole family was creating different stamps, or you can create a pattern with the same one. I'm just going to put it all over my bag to create polka dots. The fabric will absorb some of the paint, so you'll have to keep reapplying it to make sure you get that nice bold color. You can add the design anywhere you want. This is where you get to be really creative. And the best part about your tote bag is it's reusable. So you can take it to the grocery store, put your books in it, and once this paint dries, you're actually able to wash the bag if you want, and the ink will still stay on there. Alright, now your tote bag is finished and you know how to block print with potatoes. You can let this sit out to dry for about 3 hours, and then after 3 days you can actually put it through the wash. I think I'm going to go decorate the back side.